Coach Crumbley, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to meet with me today, and I'd also like to take the time to congratulate you and the fellas on winning the Suncoast Championship.
We thank you for all the accolades, and the guys will be happy to hear that.
Coach, can you explain how the state tournament is organized and also how the tournament is set up?
In the state of Florida, there are 20 community colleges altogether, and they're separated by 4 divisions. Panhandle Division, the Mid-Florida Division, Suncoast, which is our division, and the Southern. And there are 2 representatives from each of those divisions that meets at the region or the state tournament. The first place team usually has an at-large, depending on your rules of your conference. And so there are 8 teams that gather, and then the winner of that region usually represents Region 8 at the national tournament, which is held in Hutchinson, Kansas.
Starting from the beginning of the season up until now at the end of most recently becoming Suncoast Conference champions, what have you seen throughout the course of the season as far as improvements go?
I always tell our guys, if we're doing the same things we did in September and March, then we're not moving in the right direction. We always like to say that when we're in November, we're peaking, but in February, we're really trying to climb the mountain and get to the top. So we don't want to peak too early, but we want to make sure we're playing in the right way. And I think we had that going this year. We had a drop in the middle of the December area, and I told our guys I thought, number one, we had hit a wall physically for a lot of the freshman kids because they, if you look at some of the scheduling, they played 25 games in high school, we played 30. They're probably playing a season and a half here. So then with the break helped us and get our legs back underneath us, and then January we had I think we're 9-1 in January or something like that. So that helps us to build going into the conference play and our league play.
During your 19 seasons of your remarkable career coaching here at SPC for the men's basketball team, you have had the experience of coaching in a state tournament as well as also winning a state championship.
Yeah.
What is it going to take to hang up another state banner in this gym and advance on to nationals?
I would like to say it's my know-how, but it's not. You got to have a lot of things that happen well for you. Luck is going to be one of them. You're going to have a series of adversity things that you're going to have to overcome. You would like to be able to go through 3 days of basketball without any injuries, so you have to overcome that if you have those kinds of things. And then you have to be consistent with your play in terms of day by day by day and understanding, because the turnaround is less than 24 hours, as opposed to you got a day or two to kind of prepare for a team or a week. So that's where the learning takes place, and they got to be able to learn on the fly and do those kind of things in our meetings. So it's getting there, being consistent, and picking up things and translating practice when we do have practice over there to the game and replicating that. And then obviously, if you can survive all the other things, you got a really good shot. It's going to be tough because all 8 of those teams over there are pretty good. Our goal at the beginning of the year was 1, win our conference, 2, win our region, and 3, go to the national tournament and win that. So we've got 1/3 of that taken care of. We got 2 more steps to take care of, and in the next week, we'll be looking forward to that challenge.